Hello everyone, I am Dr. Lalit Kumar Gupta working in Krishna Engineering College, Ghaziabad, Applied Science Department. I welcome you in my lecture series Engineering Physics, unit number first, Relativity, which is a very unique topic, relativity, which is directly concerned your modern physics. Modern physics means high energy physics. High energy physics means V is near about C. When we discuss the moving body is near about the velocity of light. Okay, before we discuss the relativity, we should know the what is the concept of classical mechanics and what is the concept of quantum mechanics. Because this theory is totally based on the two mechanisms, classical mechanism and quantum mechanism. Actually, the classical mechanism in total based on Newton's law of motion and gravitation. Actually, it was thought that classical mechanics, Newton's second law of motion is universally applicable for all the speed. All the speed, lower speed, medium speed and high speed, which is absolutely wrong. Actually, the classical mechanics is only applicable for the low speed body. And the second one is quantum mechanics. Quantum mechanics invented by the Albert Einstein in 1905, which is applicable for the high speed. And we are going to discuss the engineering. Engineering means V is near about C. All the engineering is totally based on the high energy physics. High energy physics means modern physics. Modern physics means the quantum physics. So the quantum physics is totally explain the engineering concept. So here we are going to discuss the relativity. So what is relativity? Actually, the relativity is the discuss with the relative motion between two body. Two body means one the person at a stationary state and second one is the moving state. So relative motion between two bodies is called relativity. But what will say the classical mechanics? Actually, the classical mechanics, as per the assumption of classical mechanics, everything in this universe is absolute. Even then the time is absolute. The flow of time is absolute. Suppose the time is here 9 o'clock. So as per the classical mechanics, all over the universe the time will be the 9 o'clock, which is absolutely wrong. But at the same time, when we discuss about the high energy physics, V is near about C. As per the assumption of quantum mechanics, everything in this world is relative. Nothing is absolute. Even then the time is relative, length is relative, my position, suppose my position is also relative with respect to another, and size of any body is relative, and everything in this world is relative, nothing is absolute according to the quantum mechanics, I mean higher energy physics. And these quantum mechanics deal with the so many new concepts of science and technology, even in the atomic physics or molecular physics and so many other science and technology. So here we are going to discuss relativity. Actually, the relativity provide many new concepts. In whole chapter, we are going to discuss the new 4 concepts. The main one concept is the length of moving body contract in the direction of motion, which is really the full of imagination. How can be possible? Suppose the body move towards any direction and the person who observe, they are contracted moving the direction, which is impossible. But we will try to find out which factor is responsible for this particular assumption, the length of moving body contract in the direction of motion, which is called the length contraction. The second assumption of this relativity is the clock in motion slow down. It means the time will be dilated, which is also very surprising. Time will be dilated means time increasing order move, which is also impossible, but we will try to find out the factor. The third one is at high speed. Space means XYZ and time are no more separate. But we already discussed in 12th class or lower classes, space and time is separate variable. But here we are going to discuss space and time are no more separate, they are merged one into the another. This is the new concept. And the last one concept is the mass of moving body is greater than, is mass when it's rest. The mass of moving body is greater than in respect to the mass at the rest position, which is also a very interesting topic. and maybe variation of mass with velocity. So these are the new concept which are directly concerned in our relativity topic. But relativity is divided into two parts. First part is called special theory of relativity, and the second part is general theory of relativity. So here we are going to explain the relativity on behalf of special theory of relativity. What is the special theory of relativity? The special theory of relativity deal with the observer, where the observer move with the constant speed or at the rest. Constant speed or at the rest. That is called the special theory of relativity. And where the general theory of relativity deal with the observer moving, speeding up and speeding down. So these are the bifurcation of the relativity. So we are going to discuss the relativity. In relativity, in the main terminology is a frame of reference. What is the frame of reference? That frame of reference will describe the position and motion of the body. So in our next lecture we will try to explain what are the essential things which can be described the relativity. So we will try to in our next lecture explain the frame of reference. Thank you so much. Hello everyone, welcome again our next topic, frame of reference, in our relativity chapter. In our last lecture we already discussed about the fundamental concept of relativity, what is relativity, and as you already know that relativity is a relativity between two bodies. In our last lecture we already discussed about the basic concept of classical mechanics and quantum mechanics, and what are the limitations of classical mechanics and what are the advantages of quantum mechanics. We already know that according to the quantum mechanics, everything in this world is relative, nothing is absolute. But at the same time, classical mechanics said that everything is absolute, which are not true in our relativity case. And relativity is totally depend on the high energy physics. We already discussed, we are considering here V is near about C. So this is our main concept. Now today our topic is a frame of reference. We need to identify and justify to any type of body and any point object or event in a space, we need a coordinate system. Without coordinate system we can't describe the position and motion of the body. So we need a system. Which type of system? Three-dimensional system. So Cartesian, what is the simplest Cartesian system we require? So here is a x, y and z. This is a three-dimensional Cartesian system where position is x, y and z. And t is the time. We require time also. Yeah, point to be noted here. Only space is not more than sufficient to specify the position and the motion of the body. We must require the time. So a frame of reference is a part of the description of motion. This is a simple definition, or you can say that frame of reference which describe the position and motion of the body. This is the simple definition. And the simple frame of reference is the Cartesian system of coordinate in which position of particle is specified x, y, z along the three axes. This is the simple Cartesian equation, and simple Cartesian equation we can describe r is equal to xi plus yj plus z. This is the simple Cartesian equation. But we want to represent as a position vector r, so r may be described as r is equal to x square, y square and z square. But here point to be noted here, कि without time we can't express anything. Suppose we want to describe velocity, we want to describe acceleration of any body, so we need a time. With respect to time we can analyze the velocity, we can analyze the acceleration. So v is equal to dr upon dt and a is equal to d square upon dt square. But in whole chapter relativity is divided into two parts: special theory of relativity and general theory of relativity. but we are going to discuss especially here in this chapter special theory of relativity. So what is a special theory of relativity? The special theory of relativity that deal with the observer with moving with constant speed or at the rest. This is the main point. Okay, and where is the general theory of relativity deal with the object which are moving, speeding up or speeding down condition. So the whole chapter is considered which special theory of relativity. On behalf of special theory of relativity, we will try to explain the length contraction, time dilation, variation of velocity and Michelson-Morley experiment and so many other objects. So in all, we need to express all these things frame of reference. Without frame of reference, we can't imagine the position and motion of the objects. So this is a simple content of relativity. In our next chapter, we will try to describe type of frame of reference and their role play in relativity. Thank you. Hello everyone. Now our next topic is type of frame of reference. In our second lecture, we already discussed the frame of reference. What is the frame of reference? What are the importance of frame of reference in relativity? Without the frame of reference, we can't imagine the position and motion of the body. This is a clear-cut picture. Now, type of frame of reference. So here in this lecture, we will try to understand the type of frame of reference, especially the two type of frame of reference. One is a inertial frame of reference and second one is called non-inertial frame of reference. Inertial frame of reference which hold Newtonian mechanics. The frame of reference in which Newton law of inertia or other Newtonian mechanics hold very good are called inertial frame of reference. In short, which follow the law of inertia is called inertial frame of reference. But the major question asked in the examination, during the university examination, is it earth is inertial or non-inertial? So here we will try to understand on behalf of theoretical ground, on behalf of practical ground, is it earth is inertial or non-inertial. But the fact is that actually the earth is not inertial frame of reference, because earth is rotational about the sun. At the same time, it axis rotate about their own axis. So both the rotation create the acceleration. And what is the acceleration? So here is the calculate the magnitude of the centripetal acceleration is near about 3.4 10 to the power minus 2 meter per second. So this acceleration shows that the inertial earth is a not inertial frame of reference. But on the other ground, when we discuss high energy physics, we already discussed. This whole chapter is totally based on the quantum mechanics, and quantum mechanics is based on high energy physics. We are considering here the speed is the velocity of light, 3 lakh kilometer per second. Where is the earth is moving? Earth is moving only 30 kilometer per second, which is negligible in respect to the velocity of light. So it is negligible, and negligible means is a inertial frame of reference. That means it follow the law of inertia. So on behalf of practical ground, earth behave as a inertial frame of reference. On behalf of theoretical ground, it behave as a non-inertial frame of reference. So this question is important as the university point of view. So be remember, this question is very important. So what is inertial frame of reference? Inertial frame of reference are those frame of reference which follow the law of inertia and other Newtonian mechanics. And around this particular content, you also mention whether the earth is inertial or non-inertial on behalf of practical ground and theoretical ground. Now the second one is non-inertial frame of reference. The frame of reference which have some non-zero acceleration relative to inertial frame of reference are known as a non. which are not hold the law of inertia, which is called non-inertial frame of. So this is a simple question of inertial and non-inertial. What is the difference between the inertial and non-inertial frame, especially in the exam point of view. So please be careful, especially in case of inertial frame of reference, whether the earth is inertial and non-inertial. In our next topic, we will try to discuss the Galilean transformation equation. What is the role of Galilean transformation equation in relativity? Especially the Galilean transformation is in classical mechanics. But is it possible to change the Galilean transformation to Lorentz transformation equation on behalf of relativity? We will discuss in the next topic. Thank you.
Hi friends, you are watching Unboxing Physics, where we know, learn and understand physics easily.
Hello everyone. We already discussed the concept of relativity and what are the frame of reference, type of frame of reference, what are the special theory of postulate and Lorentz transformation equation. So all these things we already discussed in our last video. Now topic related, what are the main questions which are generally asked in our university exam and sessional examination. The first question is, what is a frame of reference? We already discussed here over the first lecture what is frame of reference. And frame of reference is a that describe the position and motion of the body, that is the frame of reference. We already discussed here. And what is the inertial and non-inertial frame of reference, which is very important question exam point of view. Inertial frame of reference which follow the law of inertia and other Newtonian mechanics which does not follow the law of inertia, it is called non-inertial frame of reference. The next question is most important question, are usually asked in university exam and also in sessional examination. Is earth is inertial and non-inertial? So we already explained on behalf of theoretical ground and on behalf of practical ground, because we are discussing the high energy physics and earth is moving only 30 kilometers in respect to 3 lakh kilometer per second. So earth is a inertial frame of reference on behalf of practical ground, and on behalf of theoretical ground it is non-inertial frame. And we do not feel in the motion of earth. Why? This is also a very interesting question. We discuss it related to the subject at the topic. So please especially you all are plus search out. Now we do not feel the motion earth. Why? Okay, this is the assignment for you. And write down the postulate of special theory of relativity. We already discussed the two postulates of relativity. All the law of physics are inertial frame are same for all inertial frame of reference, and the velocity of light is universality constant. And discuss the Lorentz transformation equation in theoretically, and derive the x dash y dash z dash transformation equation, and prove that the space-time coordination function is invariant under the Lorentz transformation. It is also a very important numerical problem. So please time devote for this numerical problem and solve on the basis of you just prove the x square plus y square plus z square minus c square t square is equal to x dash square plus y dash square plus z dash square minus c square t dash square. So you just prove the left hand side is equal to right hand side. So you just pick the right hand side. First you pick the right hand side, you know, because the x dash square, you know, x dash की वैल्यू आपको पता होती है. x dash is equal to x minus vt under root 1 minus v square upon c square, and y dash is equal to y, z dash is equal to z, and t dash is equal to t minus xv upon c square under root 1 minus v square upon c square. Substitute all this value in the right hand side, automatically prove left hand side. So this type of question asked in university exam as well as sessional exam. So अब तक जितना हमने टॉपिक कवर किया उसमें सारे ये इंपॉर्टेंट क्वेश्चन है. ये सारे क्वेश्चन आपको देखने होंगे ताकि आप अच्छी तरह से इस चैप्टर को प्रिपेयर कर पाएँ. थैंक यू.
What is frame of reference. By definition, we know that the frame of reference is defined as any coordinate system with respect to which anyone can study the motion of another object. For example, a moving car can be a frame of reference with respect to which anyone can study the motion of another moving car by being in the first moving car itself. Before understanding this, let's understand a case. Let us say a car is moving on a highway with a speed of 100 km per hour. Now, while calculating the speed of the car, we completely ignore the fact that the Earth's surface is rotating at the equator at a speed of 1670 km per hour, and also the velocity of Earth's orbit around the Sun is about the speed of 30 km per second, and the Sun along with the solar system is moving around in the Milky Way at a speed of 20 km per second, and the Milky Way galaxy is moving towards the Andromeda galaxy in the universe at a speed of 230 km per second. So with all this motion going around, if we calculate the speed of the car with respect to the universe, we will get that the car is moving with tremendous speed, as all the speed of the Earth, Sun, solar system, galaxy gets added to it. So here the frame of reference comes into play. Let's understand this mathematically. Now, if we take the frame of reference inside the Earth, then the Earth seems to be stationary, hence the speed of the car is 100 km per hour. Now, if we take the frame of reference from outside the Earth, say from the Moon, we would see that the car is moving at a speed of 100 plus 1670, which is equal to 1770 km per hour, where the speed of the car and the rotating speed of the Earth gets added. Now, if we take our frame of reference with respect to the Sun, we will get that the speed of the car is about 109,770 km per hour, adding the speed of the car, the rotation speed of the Earth, and also the orbit speed of the Earth around the Sun. Now, if our frame of reference is with respect to the galactic center of the Milky Way, then we get that the speed of the car is about 181,770 km per hour, where the orbital speed of the Sun around the Milky Way gets added. Now, with respect to the universe, we get the speed of the car is approximately equal to 1,010,000 km per hour. So that's a lot of speed to imagine. But for us, the car doesn't appear to be with that huge speed, but it appears to be about 100 km per hour. This is because of frame of reference, as the observer is in the frame of reference inside the Earth, and for the observer, the Earth is stable. That is why frame of reference comes into play. Hope you understood what frame of reference is. There are two types of frame of reference, the inertial frame of reference and the non-inertial frame of reference. We will discuss about them briefly in our next video, and stay tuned for our next video on the series The Mystery of Space-Time Relativity, which will be on Special Theory of Relativity, which will be live on 27th May 2018, that is on Sunday at 10 AM. Thank you for watching. Bharat Mata Ki Jai.